welcome back to my channel. Today we've got a long video. I've got a lot of new products to show you guys, swatch for you guys, give you guys some first, second impressions on. So if you're interested in new makeup, indie makeup, some mainstream makeup, some Sephora makeup, then just keep watching. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Karen Harris. I'm a new mom and I love to film tan girl friendly makeup videos here on YouTube. So if you like new makeup releases, especially new eyeshadow palettes, this is the place for you. Highly recommend subscribing. I pretty much post every day, so you do get quite a bit of content from me. And without further blabbering, let's get into it. Okay, I'm really excited because I was flooded with a bunch of new product over the weekend and Friday. So some of my pre-orders came in and all the things. So I want to do like swatches of things. I want to show you the products. So I'm going to try and insert things as I'm doing my makeup. But the first thing is I bought myself a new foundation. I wasn't interested in this foundation at first, but I decided to go ahead and pick this up. So this is the One Size Turn Up the Base BB Cream Beauty Blur Balm, and this is 1 fluid ounce. It says all tint, all shade. Be the ultimate blur boss with buttery, bouncy, smooth skin, texture be gone. Instructions apply to clean, primed, or moisturized skin. So my skin is clean, it is moisturized, and it is primed. So we're gonna go ahead and apply this. Now I have worn this a few times. Also, just a weird thing about this, the opening for the container is like off-sided, so that might throw some of you off, but I just wanted to let you know. Anyway, I've worn this now twice, and I was very curious about this product because it is supposed to be like a hydrating product, so I have really dry skin. It's very cold where I live, so I was very excited to try this. And although I thought it went on really nicely at first, I felt like as the day went on, it looked very drying on my skin. My skin just looked very dried and textured. Now that could just be because of the weather where I live. And for some of you, it might be pretty cold here. And this week we've actually had a bit of a heat wave, so it's like been in the 40s, which is like regular winter in most places, but that's like what we like to call spring in North Dakota. So I just like love how it applies, but as time goes on, it gets like really kind of dry and crusty on my skin, which I don't love for me. So just keep that in mind. Like maybe if you live in a warmer state, this might be perfect for dry skin, but I just can't help but compare every single new foundation I try to the NARS foundation that I've been loving, and I feel like that's the one that's worked the best for me. So just keep that in mind. Just not my favorite product, but it's not bad. I'd probably keep trying this in the summertime maybe. And I also got the shade Medium Dark Neutral, and that seems to be a really good match for me. So I'm just gonna go through and show you guys some of the new products I picked up so we can talk about it. Next is a new product that Sigma sent my way. I don't think this has been announced yet, but they're coming out with color correctors. So they sent me this beautiful package, a PR package, and they included a brush. So this is their soft blend concealer, and I have the shade medium to dark to try out. I tried the deep to deep. I felt like that was maybe a little too deep for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this concealer to conceal my under eyes, and I did use this the other day as well. I used the deep to deep shade, which is a little bit too peachy for me, so I'm curious to try this one and see how this does. It's a very emollient formula, and as you can see, it's really kind of sinking into my skin. I don't know that this is giving me like all the coverage I like to have for my under eyes because I have pretty intense dark circles. Like I said in the intro, I'm a new mom, so sleep is kind of a non-guarantee at this point, but I'm also just using it to color correct because I do have some like discoloration in my upper lip area. I need to get my upper lip threaded, so that product they did send me as well. And then I wanted to get a new shade of the LYS concealer because I really liked the concealer, but I didn't like the shade I had. So the new shade I got is TN3, and I really like this color for me so far. This is only my second time using it, but it's a lot lighter than I think I got TN6. Bless you. And so I really prefer the shade to the original shade I had picked up from them. So I'm just going to apply that over the Sigma just to give myself an extra level of coverage. And this is like a really nice feeling concealer. It's kind of cooling. I don't know if it's meant to do that, but I personally do like that about this concealer quite a bit. Okay, so I'm just going to give that a little bit of time to settle down, and then I did pick up a new bronzer. Now, I've always wanted to try a shade match to the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and I never felt like I could find a shade for me, but my friend Heather Austin was using this the other day, and we were talking while she was doing her makeup, and she recommended the shade Deep, so I did end up grabbing this from my local Target store. They had it in stock, and I will say it actually does work for me. I really like the color. It's not like overly bronzy. It's kind of a good neutral bronzer shade for me, so I'm very excited to have this. The one thing though, I do love a good coconut suntan lotion scent, and I don't know if it's because like of pregnancy and now I'm like more sensitive to smells, which I never remember being. This smell feels really intense, so I don't love that about this bronzer. I feel like if you're sensitive to scents and fragrances, maybe beware because it's very intense. But I like this new packaging they've done. It's very cute, very tropical. Definitely gets me in the mood for summertime, so that's the bronzer I've been trying out. And then the brush I used to apply it was the Sigma F44 Powder Sculpt. This one was sent to me by Sigma, and I love that it's like a fan brush, but it's like dense. So it's really nice at getting the bronzer all over my face. And then for blush, I did pick up the It's Belle. This is the Besame blush palette. This is such an affordable blush palette. It was $15, and I really like that price point. I did swatch this on my Instagram story, but let me give you some swatches. These are the swatches of the first three shades. So we have like a pink, kind of like a purple shade, and then we have like a berry color. So these are very nice and pigmented. I think these colors are very suitable for somebody with a medium to deep skin tone, which I think is really nice because I feel like a lot of blush palettes start off being geared to kind of the lighter skin tones. I think lighter skin tones can definitely use this palette. You obviously just want to go in with a light hand, but these are such pigmented blush shades, and look at these colors. I think they're so pretty. Of course, the shade Salvaje just like gets to me because it's a very vibrant, pretty orange. So I think I'm going to try that. I have not tried that shade in this palette. I'm just going to go in with a really light hand with this BK Beauty brush. This is her brush 107. And I'm just going to lightly blush my face. I am a It's Belle affiliate, so I do like to buy their products and test them out, especially if I'm gonna be recommending them to you guys. And I think this is a nice blush palette. I really like the price point. I will say that it's not something like you need to like rush out and buy just because you know you're gonna have to pay for shipping and all of the things. But if you are on the It's Belle site and you're buying something, and if you need like a person of color friendly blush palette, I think this is a nice one. And what I like too is you can build it. So as you can see, it's very pigmented, but I'm going in really light and then I'm just adding more and more blush. You guys know I love blush, so for me, I could keep building it all day long. I'm trying to not do that in this situation because I don't know what kind of look I'm gonna go for. So this is the blush shade I chose. And then for highlighter, I'm actually gonna use the Lethal Cosmetics highlighters. These are the new ones that they came out with as part of their Night Flower collection. So if you're new to my channel, I love to do this thing where I film a video inside a video. It's like this whole Inception thing. But basically, I want to film a video with the new Lethal stuff that they sent me. So I'm doing my face in this video so you guys can see what my base makeup looks like. And then I'm going to film a separate video talking about the Night Flower collection. So if you want to see the eyeshadow look, you're going to need to watch that video. If you're only here for the base products, then this video is perfect. But these are the new Lethal highlighters. So let me just give you a little swatch. And they are a kind of duochrome shimmery formula. So we have like a pink to purple, a green to like a red, and then like a pink to more like a, I want to say like a champagne almost. So they're like iridescent highlighters, which are really cool, and some people are really into them. I'm not super into iridescent highlighters. I'm not gonna lie. I just don't think they're my favorite for my skin tone. Obviously, you can do whatever you like. I'm just doing what I like, and I just wanted to mention that. I also got these sent to me from Merit Beauty. These are their stick highlighters. What is this actually called? This is the highlighter balm, and oh my gosh, this shade called Kava is so pretty. So I'm just gonna put this on as the base, and I just think that it gives like a little sheen, but you can definitely build this up because it's like such a pretty golden color, but it's definitely like a balm kind of vibe, and it just looks so pretty. I was like pleasantly surprised. I know that Merit is like sending out a bunch of stuff as PR to influencers. So I don't know if other people have talked about how good this highlighter is. For me, this is only my second time using it, so take it with a grain of salt. But I did wear this the other day when we went out to our friend's house and ran some errands and stuff, and I just thought it had the most gorgeous glow. So I want to use that as a base, and then I think I'm gonna go in with the kind of green colored highlighter from the Lethal Night Flower. So I'm just coating that, and I think it'll stick really nicely because I have that balm as the base. And I'm just gonna add a little bit, but I kind of want just the fun color to be on the cheekbones and not really on the other parts of my face. So that's kind of my highlighter combo of the day, because yeah, I just thought that was kind of fun and different for me. And now I am gonna go ahead and do my eyes in my Night Flower video, and I will be right back to test out some new lip products I just picked up recently. Okay, so my eye look is done. I just wanted to show you guys, I did use a new primer today as well. This is the Profusion Pigment Base Eyeshadow Primer in the shade Neutral. I just picked this up because I placed a Profusion order because they came out with the most beautiful liquid blushes, so I'm definitely gonna have to use those in a future video. But I wanted to show you guys the other product that Sigma is launching. I'm assuming these are going to launch together. This is their Beaming Glow Illuminating Powder in the shade Fairy Dust. And this is a really pretty powder. It kind of has like a finishing powder vibe to it. It does have some shimmer in it. So I don't know for oily skin like how you plan on using this, but I would probably be using this kind of as a all over like setting powder. So I just thought I would powder my face. I'm not a big powder person, you guys know this about me, but I wanted to film myself like applying it, and it just has one of those standard components to it. So yeah, nothing fancy, no like little sifter or anything. So I'm just taking it from here, putting it in the lid, and then they also sent this brush with it, so I'm assuming it's like the brush they recommend for you to use with it. It's the Skin Perfector F67, so really nice powder brush. I don't know how comfortable you would feel using this just in your under eyes, because you see it has a really heavy sparkle to it. I don't even think I'm doing a very good job of blending it, to be honest. So yeah, that is the other product that they're launching. I'm assuming at the same time as the color correctors. The packaging is of course exquisite, as all Sigma products are. So that's kind of the face products. And now all I have left to do is my brows, mascara, and lips. So for lips, I have a ton of new lip products, you guys. It is so insane how much I ended up getting. So I got all the new lip products from It's Belle. So I kind of wanted to swatch these, and so I will insert swatches for you of these. And then I also placed a Sephora order, and I got some of the new lip products I've been eyeing. So I got the 2 Tower 28 lip jellies in the shade Pistachio and Wild, and I also ended up getting the shade Cala from the Natasha Denona Rose collection. I will say this one looks like it's more of a neutral brown, but when I actually wore this, it did look like a nude pink shade. So I feel like if you have Omarosa, you probably don't need Cala. But for the actual lip products I do want to try, I'm going to try some of the new ones from Merit. So they sent me 2 shades of their new formula, and this packaging is gorgeous. So this is their signature lip, and I have 2 shades. So I got the shade 1990 and I got the shade Slip. So this is what the box packaging looks like. And how pretty are these components? And they're nice and heavy too. So, you know, don't be fooled by the fact that they are in a cardboard box or that the lids are plastic, because it's super nice packaging, and this has a beautiful kind of a lighter pigmentation to it, so you can definitely build this up or pair it with a lip gloss. So that is the shade Slip, which is a beautiful neutral nude, and then 1990 is like a darker brown shade. I feel like these are going to look very similar because they're a lighter pigmentation lip product. So I'm going to go in with Slip just because I feel like that's going to just be like a fun tint on my lips. It does give a little bit of a wash of color, but I don't know how I feel about the level of pigmentation on this. I'll have to wear it for a little bit. I feel like this is one of those things that you're gonna reapply a lot throughout the day, and it's pretty hydrating, so that's nice because it's been so cold here. I cannot bear to put a liquid lipstick on, but those are the new products from Merit. Okay, so it's time to put some mascara on, and I will be right back to show you guys the completed makeup look. Okay friends, so here is the completed look. Like I mentioned, if you want to see a review on the Night Flower collection from Lethal Cosmetics, this is what I have on my eyes today. This video is already live. I will link it in the description box if you're interested in hearing my thoughts on this collection, seeing some swatches, second impression type stuff. All of that is going to be in that video, so highly recommend checking that out. Now let's go over some of the things that I used on this look today. So everything was pretty much new, or like a first, second, third kind of impression. So let's start off with the Sigma stuff. Now this powder, I'm really interested in seeing how people react to it. Like I said, it does have quite a bit of shimmer in it. So if you have oily skin, I don't really know what you're going to use this for. I'm not really sure even I know what to use this for. I feel like it's a good kind of finishing powder, but it has a ton of shimmer in it. So I'm very, very excited to hear some of my friends that like to use powder more, like Heather. I want to know what she thinks of this because I'm pretty sure she's going to get this in PR, and she has very oily skin. So when it comes to like base makeup, we almost always have like very opposite taste. So I'm very curious to hear what she thinks. I think it's fine. I don't think you need to run out and buy it. And then same for the Spectrum Color Correcting Duo. I'm not big on color correcting, but I like this whole little duo situation. The formula feels very, very nice, and the packaging is really cute. So if you've been like missing your Becca color corrector, I know they launched it under the Smashbox brand, but personally, I like the Sigma one better, and I love that they have a variety of different shades as well. So they're kind of giving you options. So super cute. I really like this product. I can't say that it's a love yet or that it's something you need to go grab because it's literally my second time using it, but I will continue to use this in my makeup routine, and I will keep you updated in a future video. Next is the LYS concealer. I actually really like this concealer. I'm so glad that I swapped shades because the other shade was just too dark for me, and I feel like if I had kept that shade, what would have happened is I would have never used it and I would have just wasted it. So I was able to get TN3, which I'm very happy with. The One Size foundation, I feel like I could definitely have passed on. I was excited for this because I felt like this was going to be a hydrating formula, but it's really just okay. Nothing to get too excited about in my humble opinion. So yeah, not my favorite. And then the Profusion eyeshadow primer. It's a nice primer. It's drugstore. It wasn't too pricey. I think this was like $5 or $6. So happy to have it. I feel like this is kind of an in-between concealer. I don't hate it. I don't love it. So far, I think it's nice. So next, I want to talk about the lip products I applied on my lips. So I'm wearing the shade Slip from Merit Beauty. These are new from them and were sent to me by the brand. I will say I don't remember how much these are off the top of my head, but I feel like the pigmentation is very meh, which I understand, like people are really into like glossy satin lips, but I don't know. I feel like they're like very much like a lip balm type thing, and in that case like you probably already have a lip balm you like. If you don't, of course these are very nice, but I was just like not blown away by these. But I'm also trying to figure out if that has something to do with the fact that if I'm wearing a lipstick, I prefer an opaque formula. So not really sure how I feel about these, but I'm definitely not blown away. Now, the Physicians Formula Bronzer is nice. I like the shade. I think they can still do better as far as their shades go, because it's very hard to see what the shades are like in their packaging, which is half the reason why I never bothered like trying to find my shade in this particular bronzer. The only reason I ended up picking this up is because me and Heather have very similar skin tones, so it was nice for me to see her using this. So I'm like, okay, if it works on her, I usually know that it'll work on me. So I was able to grab that. And then the blush palette from It's Belle is a very nice blush palette, but I'm sure you guys have hundreds of blushes just like I do. But in case you don't, if you're just getting into makeup and you're looking for a solid people of color friendly blush palette, I feel like this is where it's at. It's very pretty. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the Juvia's Place blush palette. So if you're taking a break from Juvia's Place or you want to try something new, highly recommend checking this out. I do believe this was in stock as well, and I know I got an email that It's Belle is doing a restock of some of their eyeshadow palettes, which people are going nuts over those eyeshadow palettes. Like, they're always selling out. I do have a discount code with them as well. It's just KARENHARRIS, and you'll save money on their website. It is an affiliate code, so I will make a small commission, which is super great for my channel. So thank you to anyone that uses my codes or links to shop. It really helps me out. But yeah, if you like a nice affordable palette, if you want to throw this in to your cart with the It's Belle eyeshadows, then I would say it's definitely worth checking out. I would have already swatched the lip products when you're seeing this portion of the video. I haven't tried the lip products on my lips yet, so I don't have a review or like a first impression for you. But if I have any thoughts, I will put it on the screen for you guys just so I can tell you guys how I feel about them. So I am planning on inserting swatches of the It's Belle lip products that they just came out with, but I did grab two shades that I was really curious to kind of try. And since I'm not loving the Married Beauty lip products, I'm gonna apply this lip product just to see what I think about the formula, just so I can give you guys a little first impression. I like this color. It is so pretty. This is the shade Sutil. S-U-T-I-L. Sorry if I'm butchering that, I probably am. And honestly, I like the components. They're not like the heaviest components, like compared to the Merit ones. These do feel a little bit more affordable kind of, but they're not bad. I mean, they're very simple and just like a black component, but I like this lip color better. There's some pigmentation. It has a soft matte kind of finish to it, and it feels comfortable and creamy. It's not like a drying matte formula. So that's kind of a quick first impression, but I wanted to kind of do a big video trying a bunch of new makeup products, because I was kind of going to do a dedicated video to the new It's Belle collection because I had the blush palette and the lipsticks, but I figured I'd go ahead and throw it all in one video since I'm filming this kind of late. If you guys want to see a separate video with like lip swatches and all of the things where I talk about everything, and maybe like a swatch video of the blush palette all together for It's Belle, let me know down in the comments. I will try and squeeze that in, but I feel like separate videos on some smaller collections and just something that's not eyeshadow palettes won't always do well on my channel, so I like to group a bunch of new things together. So hopefully you guys like this format. Let me know your feedback down in the comments. I'm always open to hearing from you guys, and thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in a new video very, very soon. Bye!